Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Um, so today I will be talking about trying to see what it is I need to do um important today. I want to make sure I take care of everything. So I'm gonna take my best guess because um the elevators don't work right now. I'm not complaining. I don't care. I get my fat butt up and walk those stairs. But first, I'm going to wait to see if there's a solution. So I'm not definitely not the type to complain over something that God has been given to me. Um, I just hope that they be fixed by the time I get back. So I'm just waiting it out, waiting it out, waiting it out for them to reset it. Yeah. As I said, I'm going to get my coffee, God damn it. I'm going to get my coffee. So yeah. Um Today is a beautiful day outside today. I don't know where these people be coming from. They don't have no cars. One person have a car. They must have walked over here from there. Where the hell did they go? Dang, they taking all types of trails. So yeah, it's beautiful out here. Don't go out, son. I can see that the tail end of you is going out and it's gonna be dark. I don't want it to be dark. uh, it's like your nocturnal senses just go off whack when you're in Seattle because it's like it gets so dark. You be like, is it nighttime? Yeah, you don't get what I'm saying, but if you were here, you would get what I'm saying. If your plane got here at 5 p.m. and you look out those windows of the airport, you will see that it's dark. They made this real. They made this real about this one guy who is like it said doom 4:59 and it was light like this outside. And he was like, yeah, girl, coming to your house. Give me just 10 minutes. And he grabs the door and it turns 5 o'clock and it just goes dark. That was a really good skit. That was a very good skit. A very good skit. Um, I enjoyed watching. I don't know. I'm just so into politics now. I'm into politics. It's like, I want to be back in it, but I want to do it in a YouTube way where YouTube isn't saying, press the button, lock the bed. I'm just saying, man, I totally would like to be on here, talk. It's not about talking junk, it's about telling the truth and making sure it is in this perspective of not getting uh, rowdy with it. You have to make sure that, you know, you're cordial and you're professional about everything that you do. And that's why I do what I do. Because I never went back on that website to see how many votes I got. I know what I got to get though next time. I must get the women population, and and that's hard to get. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I congratulate um him for getting a lot of women. You know, also, you got your Asians. You got to get the Asians, both men and women. You know, they're hard workers. They're really good hard workers. And I feel like there is one leaving right now. I feel like they're they can contribute to the United States as a whole. You know, one Asian man just walked the trail, just left the trail. He sat up there and had two of his dogs. They're hard workers. I have to admit, they are hard workers. You got, in every Brady Bunch crew, you got one person that is lazy, you know, but, you know, that's not what I see. All I do is see them working, and they having fun with them working, so that they won't take it into being miserable. You know, there's somebody with that would have been my dog. He said, when that dog get 40 pounds, you ain't gonna be carrying it around everywhere. It was 15 pounds. I don't know what possessed. I didn't want to leave my doggy behind. He is taking a piss or a shit. I don't know. But I think it's a lab. I think that dog is a lab. Beautiful dog. I had a lab. I don't know what happened to my pictures of the dog. I posted everything on Facebook. It seemed like certain things got filtered out. I never erased the thing. I never erased a thing. And when I first got him, no, his name was Universe. And then my other dog was named Universe too. That's where the other dog just peed. And the dog was named Universe too. And then I had a cat called How did I know? Yeah, I called him Universe. Um, I had two cats, stray cats that came around my house, and I called them Universe 2 and Universe 3. I think I called him, I forgot what I named him, but I gave him to the society because I was going out of town. So I gave him up, and they said they're going to take good care of him. And it's like everything I love, I lose. You know, everything I want, I can't have. You know, I love those dogs, seriously. And when I see other people looking at, with their dogs, I said, when I get stable, I am stable, but I want to be wealthy. When I get more wealthier, I'm going to sit up there and hire somebody to watch my dogs on occasions where I want to go out. And that's what I'm going to do. He's like, oh, this pee. They did a number on this place. I can't smell it, but dogs is just, yeah. I used to take my very last dog, which was a rat terrier. I used to take him to the laundromat at Vandenberg Space Force. I even have a picture of me taking a picture with an 8 foot like a monster object, an 8 foot object, and it was like a dead person. So I took a picture of it and I was like, this is my boyfriend. If you don't have me on your page, like prior, if you were on my old page, you would see it. But if I'm just your friend, I don't even know how to request myself to be a friend, without it messing up. Yeah. I want to see everything that I put on my page. I wanted to see everything, but I can't. They only got the main things out. But this is beautiful out here. I go here to sit, and if I ever had a Chevy Traverse, I would actually go out here, and this is a good open spot. But it's terrible at night because you never know who's going to drive up at night, a homeless person or what. But this is open space just like Mountaintop, PA. And in Mountaintop, I used to sleep outside. I cannot believe I used to sleep outside, but I used to sleep outside. I don't want to talk about why I used to sleep outside, but it's a legit reason, y'all. I didn't sleep outside as in not in the car. I'm not that dumb, seeing as though it's black bear around there, which I've seen. I've seen deer, I've seen skunk. Yeah, I was in the car. If I ever get a Traverse again, I probably drive up to center, um, and just sleep outside, see what happens. It was so peaceful in Mountaintop. I loved that place. A white man giving two black people a chance. I hate when I have somebody that don't want a chance, just want to go with the flow of things and don't care about people's feelings, about houses. Like, just straight ruin everything. I'm not gonna let that happen again. The next time, um, I'm like in a relationship, and if I have money, I'm signing a very thorough prenup agreement. If you love me, you wouldn't care about what I have in the bank. I ain't signing no daggone health insurance. I shouldn't have no health insurance, no insurance, the little policy that if you die, the other person gets money. No, the insurance policy. No, I don't want no insurance policy. But yeah, I figure I'll be serious enough to do that for myself. Man. Trying to figure out what time. I wish I had two phones. What time does what's the name open? My actual place where I live. Okay, that's my cue. I'm about to drive off into the sunset. Did Shane die? Did he get shot or does he die? Did he get shot and uh, hurdle off? I don't know. That was not A Time to Kill. It was another movie with Samuel L. Jackson. I love the energy they were giving to each other on that movie. Um, Samuel L. Jackson and oh shit, let me go. Oh shit. Put on my seatbelt. Do I got my seatbelt? Yep. Buckle for safety. So I was doing some thinking and I'm like, should I make me Thanksgiving? I would have to buy like a pot, a stone wood, a stone. That's just sounding like something I learned from the pizza guys. No, I want to buy a little deep dish pan, no pot that can go in the oven, and I can make the turkey in. Yeah, make the turkey. She's smart. She got tissue in her stuff. Do do. Waiting at the red light, y'all. Waiting at the red light. Oh, I love the way the wind feel. I love the way the heat feel. I love the way the seat feel. Feels pretty good. There we go. I'll make sure. Okay. Yep. Take my tail home. Hopefully, I may go to the other park that I hang at, um, just to make sure they arrive. Oh. I almost read their head. So anyway, yeah, I am going to get on here and talk about something important. It's beautiful outside. I love days like this. Days that got away. So what I'm about to do now is when I get to the red light, if the red light doesn't change to green, is let me roll the window. It is I don't know. This I can stand 70-degree weather. I just can't stand like uh, I know I used to get on my ex-husband's nerves because I used to put the heat on 90 and go to sleep. Literally go to sleep on 90. Imagine that in your house, 90 degrees. That's crazy. It's ludicrous, man. And if I could have it again, I would, because the heat relaxes my muscles and stuff. Do, 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 do. So since the elevator is broke, I am going to have to, uh, if it's broke when I get there, I'm going to have to get off of here. It's nothing I'm doing. Well, I'm doing an action, but I just want to make sure. Then the music, then you're right back to music. And I wait to get home and go through what I need to go through. I did clean up. Hold on for a second. So hold on. Hold on. I had to take the stairs, man. I was out of breath. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get on TikTok. First, let's get on here. Okay. It's gonna make a noise for a second, but hold on. I like the cover up. I have to get up. Get on you now first. I'll huff and I'll blow your house down. Okay. I'm gonna turn you around. Put you right there. Hi everyone, welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. You know, not much to say in that eggnog. Woo, woo, woo. A paper will come out saying on vacay. You know, whatever's going on in my mind. It says on vacay. Or I think I need a vacay. Yeah, hold on. There we go. We can't listen to any music because guess what? Um, we're already on the largest streaming fucking platform of the universe of Earth, should we say Gaia, you know. So yeah. Um, give me a second. I forgot to watch the well, I didn't forget to watch the news. I just let's let's watch the news, you know, since I didn't get to see the news this morning. I kept rolling around like a roly poly, y'all, and because I'm a wild sleeper. Oh, I want to hear that song by Empire the Sun, Wild Ones. Um, but I'm a wild sleeper, and I kept touching on the remote, and the TV kept coming on. I'm like, no, I don't know what it is. It may be a small TV, but as soon as it turned on, I'm up. So I said, I'm turning it off. I don't want nothing happening, no distractions. So I turned it off like 3 times. What a crazy thing. But let's watch the news for a little bit. I know the obligations that I have to do. I'm I'm aware of that. I just we're still fresh in the person winning that I want to see what they're talking about today. Because I always take a look. I've been taking a look at ABC. You know, they had an episode about this white man and black woman who were married, and he took her all the way down to where Mar-a-Lago was in the 70s. And back then, black people wasn't really, and still some other parts of, you know, the country, black people weren't accepted whether they had money or not. And he sat up there, and I don't know if it was him who killed her, but he was up to it. And yeah, it it was a sad story, a very sad story. Why can't we all just get along? Yeah, I may have nappy hair, but I'm smart as shit. I'm not gloating or boasting about it, but I'm saying treat me like you would your daughter. Treat me like you would your son. Treat me like you would your family. Don't don't sit up there. You know, we got to come together. You know, a whole circumstance of events would have changed if the women that slept with her husband didn't even give her husband a chance. But what happens is that's the worst you can do. You can say, hey, I love you. Please be with me, and go off and cheat. It's just not right. If you don't love a black woman, which there are some white men that does, but if you don't love a black woman, you know, try to as a friend. And this is in this instance what happened. He kept going back to his race, which is not a problem. He's entitled to. but let her go and not kill her because she wanted a better life. And she was seeking alimony and stuff. That's why I said in the car, I said that a prenuptial agreement would be great. A prenuptial agreement. That's like if I got with a white man and I started messing with like black men, which it sounds crazy. Hear me out. It sounds crazy. Hear me out though. If I prefer white men, why would I go back to black men when I had black men all my life? There are some men in music videos, those of which some of y'all worship. These HOEs ain't loyal. He represented that he took a white woman out to the bay, Chris Brown. So I don't understand why it's okay. And that's what makes me mad. I know that's what makes me mad. Why sit up there and do that? And then if I talk about what I preference, I get in trouble for it. I get in trouble for talking about stuff like this. Like if I sit up there and say, hey, look, I prefer white men over black men. Black men wouldn't want to talk to me again. And I hate that. That doesn't mean I treat you like shit or three-fourths of a person. That just means I just don't, after everything that happened, honestly, to be quite honest, um, I can't be that honest, but I just fell out of love because every time I had a relationship, they used my kindness for my weakness, and they played my with my heart, and they knew I was a good girl. Yeah, I had some flaws about me, but they knew overall I was a good girl. So hold on. Hello? Hold on for a second. Hello. Like I was saying, man, like I couldn't help how, things were going, like, like I can't help that there are habitual liars out here that should be held accountable. We should make a law into effect for lying. They call it perjury. But I'm talking about in relationships. They should make it illegal to lie to your spouse. I mean, it should be some type of law about that. Cause I felt, I feel like I I made it a little bit. My mind is opened a little bit, but I had to go through all that to get here. The cheating, the pregnancy, the lying, the deceit, the women picking up the phone saying, "Hey, baby," the conversations with other women right in my face. It's just terrible. That's why I'm not a uh black widow. No, I'm not. I compare that. The only thing black widow about me is I wait. I wait. for the right person. I won't sit up there, and try to just put myself out there. I mean, if I put myself out there, well, like a hoe or something, I probably would get men, but I don't want that. If I sat up there and literally said, I don't care if you're married, I don't care if this, I don't care if that, then that would be terrible because I had to. Karma do come back around, y'all. I can explain it to you like, and then we're gonna get a move on, but I can explain it to you like it was yesterday. When I first got with Mr. I'll just call him Mr. We'll use a pseudonym, Mr. Bean. When I first got with Mr. Bean, he sat up there and we both were cheating on each other. I was 18 or 19, between 18 and 19. Guess what I did? I stopped. But every time he did it, I did it. And that was a no good relationship. Zip it up, throw it in the trash. So moving on from Mr. Bean, I found Mr. Uh, Action. I during Mr. Bean era, I had to listen to women say, "Hey, baby," if I called and they picked up. Had I said hello, they wouldn't have said nothing. But it was going back and forth, like women just saying, leaving messages on our house phone saying, "You said you got another child, and you was gonna settle down." I'm like, oh my God, really? So automatically, I have a little hate and animosity. I forgive them, but automatically, I have hate and animosity. And guess where the children is going to learn how to treat a woman from their dad. So moving on to Mr. Action. Moving on to I'm not going to say that part. Moving on, but I thought it, and that was pretty funny. Um, Moving on, you got Mr. Action, who allegedly, we don't know if it's true because he claims it's not true, got my employee pregnant or even slept with my employee. Um, there were many messages on his Instagram page which got deleted for some reason. For some reason, it got deleted. And I'm gonna ask him to delete the picture of me with the gun because I had a gun, but I was using it correctly. I never shot nobody. I never did nothing. But he got all these messages. It was over like 50 messages, if not more. "Hey, baby, you look good, baby." Like stuff like that. And then comes like, you can tell, man, like it's just disgusting, man. I don't even want to get into it no more. And no ownership is taken for both parties. No ownership is taken for both parties. Now, the ones that I was just boyfriend and girlfriend with did the exact same thing, but they're not at high priority to talk about. Because think about this, they aren't on my level. They aren't on my level. My level is thinking big and outside the box. When I tried to do that with Mr. Action, no, didn't want to do it. This was an opportunity for both of us to get out of poverty. But he'd rather sleep with women and do whatever it is he do. And to be quite honest, I don't have time for it no more. I don't. I want to make money. I have no excuse. There are no excuses. No more boyfriends holding you down, Kimberly. No more people holding you down. It's up to you whether you, Kimberly, can make it. So I decided that I was going to try something different. Now, case in point, there are a percentage of men that wasn't raised the right way, both black, white, Hispanic, Latino, whatever. But then you got those men who do like black women, but I have not met. Then you got white women that like black men. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. And I never get jealous when I see a white woman with a black man. I never get jealous. I just sit up there and be like, oh, she got a relationship. Even to the people that I wouldn't think have a relationship, you be like, oh my God, they have a relationship. Why don't I? But for the most part, you know, um, I had to explain that scenario, man. I had to explain that scenario. I'm not going to be used again. I will not be used again because the way I talk and act naive. Like, I will never be used again. You know, had we made it over that year, had he been my guy, we could have been making mad money. But it was like it all fell apart once, Biden got into office. I found out he was cheating. I found out this. I found out that. Like, for instance, there was a hickey. I went to sleep in a car, and I have to say this. I even took a picture of it. This is when I called it quits, and then I woke up choking and not and gasping for air, like I didn't know, I couldn't breathe or nothing. I went to sleep in the car for an hour because he plays his numbers. He comes back in the car. I said, what took you so long? And it's not like he wear a robe or a garment to cover his neck, but it's like he had a hickey on his neck. And I know it was a woman in there. And I'm like, I started laughing hysterically, like, oh, ha, 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 ha. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Mr. Action was having action. So, yeah, like, no, no, no. I used to call him perverts. I used to wonder why he did the things that he did, Mr. Action, like urinate 15 feet away from children. We used to argue over things like that. Like, why else? I'm not trying to down this guy. Like, he's not a good person, but it's like some parts of him are good. But you had a way out of poverty and you chose the other way because you didn't want to work. He was just the help. That's what he told me, and I was like, whatever, man, forget it. Nobody is coming to live with me. We're gonna have to fix this. And I want to see how this happens, like if it works, because I want to see how this works. Work out. So I'll wait. I'll wait. And, you know, it's nothing wrong with me. I've seen people, doing worse than me. I've seen people doing better than me. But it's nothing wrong with me. It's not me. You would think it's me. I would even think it's me. I even thought it was me for some time. But it's not me. So yeah, I that's how I feel about that situation. Um and I didn't lived a rough life. Like I said, I'm thinking above what they thinking. They thinking drinking and doing drugs, and probably he's still doing meth. But I'm thinking about something totally different. I'm thinking about something totally different. I don't want that shit ever in my system ever again. And I never did it willingly. I was always hoodwinked. It happened 2 times to me. And they got away with it. That's what hurts the most, man. People got away with taking and got used to taking things from me. And that's why I'm glad I didn't have a baby with him, because had we had a baby, he would have had the baby. Just like my other ex-husband, because they got family and I do not. Everything that I bought, he has. He has the car I bought for like the car was 50,000. I put down 45,000 on the car, and he has my cat. It's just sad. That's why I'm signing a prenuptial agreement next time. I don't want nothing from nobody. I don't care how much money more they make on me. I don't want nobody sitting up there saying, "Oh, well, I was married." Fuck you being married. Like I'm about to, like, I'm still married to the guy, man. I'm still married to him, but I'm separated. And I've been separated for almost 4 years. Um, I'm going to I'm going to file for this divorce thing, but I have to have money to do so. But I need to go ahead and do this divorce thing, because I don't want to be attached. Because guess what, y'all? If I die, he gets my money if I die. Like, that's the motive. Like, that is the motive. That is the motive. And everybody ignored it like, hey, if it happened to her, it happened to her. You know, it was a sad thing. if you weren't cheating. It would have been so much different. I can tell by the way a person expressed their feelings based on me knowing you since 2013 that not if you were not cheating, I would know. I caught you on the phone with another woman and you hurried up and got off of it. I've caught you on the phone with I I've caught you on the phone hours, like at the wee hours, talking to people. I've caught you looking at Desiree. I don't even care about saying her name. Nobody knows her last name. Talking to Desiree about, like, as she was literally bending over, like, I was doing my work for a good 20 minutes, right? And it was hard to get in contact with him. This was the biggest building I have ever had. I still was lost in it. It had either 3 or 2 different levels, but it was so different. It was a corporate building. And this, I haven't been in a building that big. I've been in the White House or the Capitol. I don't remember which one I think it's the Capitol. But I don't know. I truly feel that building was big, like super huge. The hugest other than the Capitol that I ever been to. And I lost contact with him for a good 10, 15 minutes. And I said, I don't care. As we were coming outside, it was bitter cold. She bends over, he looks, she winks at him. He says, "What are you talking about?" As usual, that's his famous words. I hope he stays single because nobody's gonna take that, or you got to be the dumbest woman to sit up there and not take it. Now, her boyfriend, listen to this, how weird this is. Her boyfriend, which is black, by the way, or her ex-boyfriend, was behind me at Walmart once me and my husband split. Behind me at Walmart, buying some work boots. I paid for the work boots for him. I paid because he was in front of me actually. He was in front of me actually. And I paid for his work boots. I didn't know at all that this was Desiree's ex-boyfriend. So next thing I know, I pay for my stuff. I walk out. I didn't even hear him creep up behind me, but he did. He asked me for the number. But now I goes on Desiree page. There he is. There he is with Desiree. And prior to that, Desiree asked me if she could be a surrogate mom for my child. And I'm like, what? It was crazy, man. I put 2 and 2 together. Then 4 months go by and she's pregnant. She's like 6 months pregnant and she's lying to the black guy. She's lying to the black guy for another black guy, which is my husband. It's just terrible. It's terrible. I may sound bitter and I am bitter. But I just feel like all that money like moving to the top and then somebody just say take the rope and just pull it out of the place that it's been stuck at for thousands of years, and I'm at the top of the rope and they like, oh, sorry, gotta try again. Like, I just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't mean to talk about him, but you know, it it comes to a conclusion where when do you stand up for yourself? When do you sit up there and stand up for yourself and do the right things? You know, I am not like I must have said to myself in another place, I must have said to myself, I'd rather be alone than to go through bullshit. Like, you know, I don't know. Y'all read all the clues, the hey baby emails on Instagram and oh, I forgot one last thing, and then I'm gonna move on. So my employee says, "Ooh, Mr. Action said that he loved the taste of vanilla." I said, "What?" Yeah, so I have my proof. I got my reasons. I got my reasons. So, whatever. You know, there's always part truth to a lie, lie to a truth, whatever. But I truly feel like today is going to be a great day. Um I am about to actually, I don't know if I want to leave back out again for a while, but I have to because I gotta get a new hairstyle. Take it and bury it in a pet cemetery where it belongs. See, the joke gets fizzled when you're laughing with the joke. You have to be serious, and then when the punchline comes, you laugh it off. That's like a good Cat Williams video. I'm trying to see. I got some things to do for court too. I gotta get a piece of paper while it's still fresh in my head. Okay. So send off mail. What else? Um, um, it's something else. And oh, oh, I gotta go do that paperwork again. Okay, what paperwork? Um, wrote me a check. You know, I noticed that I'm finished though. I'm finished. So Jim Carrey said that a couple of months before became famous. I'm not looking to become famous. I'm looking to become known, but not famous to the point that I'm doing things or saying things that aren't true to get to where I'm at. So he said that he wrote himself a check 3 to 4 months before, or 6 months before he became famous and actually received that type of money. And he kept it in his wallet. And I said to myself, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Right? To sit up there and do that. It's a fake check. But yeah. I didn't write. Oh, let me sign the bottom of it. It gotta look real. I actually got some checkbooks, but hey. Okay. Raggedy check number one. Right, it goes right here. Okay. So yeah, I wrote down everything. So basically, I send off the mail to somewhere, I don't want to say where. Send off some more paperwork somewhere. I don't want to talk about what it is, but I also got to read the paperwork, which is sitting right there. That's the only thing I didn't get to do. I washed clothes, washed dishes, everything. I did not get to go through the paperwork. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do. Am I going to do this before I go out and get the wig? Am I going to do this after I go out and get the wig? I don't know. Okay. I have to get off of here, y'all. It's a pleasure, spending time with you guys. And I wanted to let you guys know that, my goal is not to sit up there and bash nobody. My goal is to tell the truth. My goal is to tell the truth. I told my perspective of the truth of, you know, my vantage point of what I saw and endured while in that relationship, both relationships. You know, I don't know what else to say. What you want me to forget about it? What you want me to pretend like it never happened? Because it did. Y'all take care, the good people.